Well, when I used to come here as a kid, and I used to ride here, the clerk of the course was Kit Patterson, sadly no longer with us. But Charles Enderby, he was a man who had an incredible past before he became clerk of the course.
He had an incredible past, Kit. He was a wonderful man. He joined up before, he was going to be an accountant in his father's firm, and he joined up as soon as he possibly could in the Northumberland Fusiliers at the beginning of war. He was then captured at Dunkirk. He became a prisoner of war in Italy. He escaped and spent a long time on the run before getting back to British lines. And I know that he went to sea, many years later, he went with his family to find the people that had looked after him so brilliantly in Italy.
So what had they done? He escaped from the prisoner of war camp, and obviously they were all looking for him. And this Italian family took him in, didn't
Well, he escaped, I think, when the Italians surrendered, before the German, or as the Germans were taking over.
Yeah.
And certainly one and maybe two families he went and hid with in Italy.
Yeah.
And then he went on down and was repatriated in British lines sometime later. Having done it. It's an amazing story.
He started fighting again. And what was it like? How many years was it? It was about 40 years later, was it, before he went back and talked to the Italian people?
Yes, about 30 or 40 years later, he went and found the people. He went back with his family, with his wife, and found the people with whom he'd been, who'd looked after him in Italy.
And how emotional was that? What were his thoughts on that?
Kit didn't express his emotions too openly, but I think he was very affected, and he very much wanted to go back and find them.
He's amazing because I remember him, and he was an accountant type. You wouldn't have thought he was a big, strong soldier or escaped from a POW camp.
Well, he was meant to be an accountant,
yes.
But after the war he found the attractions of running racecourses greater, and he resurrected racing in the northeast, over in Ayr with the National Hunt, at Catterick, Hexham, Stockton, and I think Kelso.
Yes, he did.
All over the place. He was a remarkable man, and I think racing in the northeast wouldn't be what it now is had it not been for Kit in the difficult 40s, late 40s and 50s.
Charles Enderby, thank you very much indeed. That's the story of Kit Patterson, who was one of the great guys here in the northeast.